Can we be honest for a moment? Most of us aren't doing everything we know that we should do to create the best life for us and our families. Things like adequate rest, staying hydrated, exercising. Yes, of course, we have to talk about your diet. We understand that you have a lot going on between your spouse, your kids, work, church. I get it, right? So it makes sense to eat out. That requires less of you. But what else can you be doing under your current circumstances to better take care of you and your loved ones? Listen, one of the simple things that we do is take Organifi. Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends that offer plant-based nutrition with high-quality ingredients and less than 3 grams of sugar. Each superfood blend is easy to use by simply mixing it with water or your favorite beverage while on the go, providing you with quality nutrition throughout your day. Whether you're trying to lose weight, detox, improve your fitness, deal with stress or hormonal imbalances, Organifi is the answer. If we've learned anything in the last few years, it's that stress and anxiety can cause a lot of harm to us, both mentally and physically. And that's because cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is supposed to spike when we're in danger. But get this, in the modern world, our cortisol is spiking all day long. Ashwagandha, the main ingredient in Organifi green juice, has been shown in multiple studies to reduce cortisol and the stress. This delicious drink also features 10 other superfood ingredients, including moringa, chlorella, and spirulina, which work synergistically in the body to promote natural detoxing, more energy, and even healthy weight management through reducing cravings. It's amazing what the body is capable of with the right fuel. Plus, it's 100% certified organic, non-GMO, and tastes absolutely delicious. With their new apple crisp flavor, it's so easy to support your stress levels while enjoying a delicious morning green juice. If you're like me, guys, you know the importance of eating healthy, but you don't always have the time or willpower to cook with all the colors of the rainbow. Organifi's superfood, listen, the red, the gold juices, the Organifi Pure, protein powder, Organifi Glow, all these blends make it easy and enjoyable to add more variety and nutrition to your day. Just go to Organifi.com, that's Organifi.com/success to save 20% on your order.
Yeah, I was pressed. Now watch this.
I don't even remember what it was.
Watch the audio I sent.
Oh, wow.
I sent the audio, bro.
I'm having the worst time of my life, and these jokers over here laughing.
Yo.
I sent the audio.
Oh, my God.
See, I sent the audio, bro. All I could do was laugh. I could do that.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
Ah, man, I got my brother here. I'm going to leave him alone this episode.
Oh, don't please. I want all the smoke,
I feel
bro.
like he's already wound
I
up.
worked as a police officer for 20 years with jokers like you.
Douglas.
Jokers.
Douglas, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm just waiting for this little hookup right here. I'm waiting for
What's that?
Your intro, how we gonna start this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for this one.
Look, why Maul look nervous? I feel like he's uptight over there.
Bruh, let me tell you something, dog. If we was
relax.
if we was at home right now, I'd be in that gym right now hitting weights about your size, player.
Yeah.
How much you weigh?
What's the how
much you weigh?
What are you trying to prove?
I'm not even trying to prove nothing.
That
I'm just trying to explain.
I'll be lifting you.
I'm trying to paint a picture for you, young
He'll
buck.
be lifting you.
I'm trying to show you that every single day I lift weights about your size, dog.
Yeah.
So you talk about why you looking all uptight? Because you looking like a weight right now, bro. Keep talking your stuff. I might have to bench press you a couple times. Pause.
No, you see,
I might have to
y'all
just
see-
take this shirt, brother, man.
but y'all see how I just be chilling. I'm not even I came in peace.
Put the cap on.
I came in peace.
Once that camera come on, though, I don't know how much peace.
It's all peace,
Like
dog.
a sheep in wolf's clothing.
No, never.
That camera come on.
I just
that
be
might
chilling.
get
See,
hot.
y'all don't get the behind the scenes.
Oh,
y'all don't
facts.
get how,
Facts.
like, I'm telling you, before the camera come on, CJ be all just messing with everybody, dog.
No, I would-
and then all of a sudden the camera come on, he say his little prayer, and then all of a sudden it's go time.
Yeah, I just-
the little prayer.
His little prayer.
I'm gonna have to start getting on Carl. He's the only one who can take it. It looked like, you know what I'm saying, Carl? Okay, what do you got going on with your finger there?
Hey, this is where you
Okay,
tell.
hold on. See, now I wasn't even
No,
going.
no.
What is going on this podcast?
Hey, so careful.
Okay.
I'm saying careful because
Okay.
this is one of our sponsors. So
Okay,
be
but
careful.
I'm saying, but
okay,
tell us about it
praise
first.
God.
Don't
Oh,
just
for
come.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? You just.
Oh, for sure. This is and they ain't sponsoring this episode, so I didn't go too much. But this is the Aura Ring. The Aura
Okay, I
Ring.
see. First of all, you see how Carl be keeping this stuff versus nobody else. You want something about nobody else got one.
Hey, so
Nobody else got
E, I'm
one.
gonna go Bible days. You had somebody taste the drink before they
Before
came.
they
That's
came,
all.
yeah,
I'm
he
just
just
making sure it's
tasted it.
right before I
Yeah,
bring it to y'all.
bring it
Okay,
to
but
y'all.
don't just come on the podcast with a rant.
Hey, when I saw
I know,
that,
that's what
when
I
I
saw
saw
that,
that, I was
that's
doing
what I was
With the
confused
apple,
about.
the thing that it follows you.
No, this ain't that. It's just literally, it's just health tracking. It tracks sleep. It tracks activity. Same kind of stuff that your
On
Apple
your
would
phone?
do.
Oh,
it,
no.
it could sync to your,
Okay,
your
but
phone and all that.
when I saw Carl doing that, I
But
was
it
like,
don't have to though.
It doesn't have to. Well, no, you still need the app. You still need the app, but it collects the data on its own.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, just tell us, give us a heads up before you just come on the pod, though. With
Yeah, but he can't say he don't want to
'Cause
say
when-
it because they hadn't sponsored yet, so he can't.
No,
go
they
too far.
have. No, that's what I'm saying. See, be careful, because I've been wearing this probably the last 2-3 episodes.
oh.
That's what I'm saying. Be
I was
careful.
distracted by
He was too busy
balls,
looking
glossy
at
nails.
Looking at me, looking at my ankles.
His nails
Looking at my-
like blinded me.
You know what
So
I'm
every time I look over here, I get
Couldn't
blinded.
look
I
over,
look over
couldn't
there, I
look
don't
over
even see
there.
nothing.
See our sponsor.
Yeah, I can't even see.
Yeah,
You know
see
what
our
I'm saying?
Hey,
sponsor.
Ori, I'll get a free shout out this episode.
I already got keratoconus. You know what I'm saying? I got not a light from all nails. And just
Hey,
peeling.
you think they can give one a C so that we can know his mood? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Before
in
we
a
get on the
great
podcast.
mood. I'm in a fantastic mood. Okay, so how are you, Carl?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
bless, man. No complaints at all. Just, hey, every day above ground. It sounds simple.
Every day.
But I tell people now, every single day that you get up, whatever problem you had, you can fix it.
Yeah.
If you ain't get up to that, you ain't got
can't
no more
fix it.
problems. Well, you ain't got
Yeah.
no more problems. So,
How about that?
yeah, take
What
your
if your
problems.
problem is CJ?
You can fix it. You can fix it.
Yeah, I've been. I don't know how it's a early morning pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, Douglas, how are you, brother?
You gonna skip over me like I don't exist? Huh?
No,
like I'm not here.
I know what
Like
kind
I'm
of mood you
invincible.
in.
Like I'm invincible right
You
now.
normally go with the king
You know what I'm
next.
saying? It's all good.
Yeah,
Yup,
I'm blessed.
yup. Uh-huh.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Oh man! All right, we promised the people that we was going to talk about some. I don't know, but now I don't know.
Okay, now see.
But
what the deal
I'm
is.
saying I don't
you
know.
I was
gonna talk
wondering, where's
about
he
it. I
going
know.
with this?
I told you
And
he was
then
gonna talk
he-
about it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Okay.
You say you what?
No, I said that's what I said. I knew you was gonna talk about it. Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
was
saying,
like
no,
clueless, but I was like, oh no, this is the podcast where you said.
Yeah,
you
I'm
wanted
saying I
talk
want
about
to
it.
be
My man
delicate.
be like this.
No, I want to be delicate with the situation.
Okay,
But but we do need to
discuss it.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. You know, we talk about regular life stuff here, and that's
We do.
regular
We
life
do.
stuff.
We do.
So, Mo, I don't know how you want to approach this, but
I don't even know what's on your mind, man. Just go
Oh,
You
ahead.
know what's
I
on
know
my
exactly
mind.
what's on his
Just
mind.
go ahead and
You know
speak
what's
your
on my
I know
mind.
exactly what's on his mind. Yeah. And I will say this.
Yeah,
It would be good for our listeners.
yeah.
You know, I don't know
I
that.
think so.
I don't know that means that we have to talk about it, but it would definitely be good for our listeners as they keep up with our lives and our kids. They've been following us since the babies was babies, and then they went through high school with mine. They went through college with mine. So this is good.
And then they were there when Avery got married to Little J.
yeah,
Yeah.
they was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be. I think it would be good. I don't know that. Yeah, Maul want to definitely.
I
go
mean,
there, but
CJ
yeah.
was there, guys. Speak your truth.
Okay. Go.
No, I'm saying I didn't know it was your
Life.
It's my. I'm a part of this
Yeah, but it's
situation.
his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just go ahead. I'll jump in if you start talking cap. I'll just
I
jump
wouldn't
in.
talk. I wouldn't talk no cap. I mean, it was. You know what I'm saying?
You like
let's
you're a
just say
storyteller. You like to
we
tell
had
stories.
a family date. Is that a proper way to describe
No, I don't think it was a family date. I think it was a family dinner.
it? Okay, family
Okay?
dinner
Yeah.
with a special guest.
There was a lot of people at the restaurant.
Yeah, but I'm saying one in particular.
It was a lot of
There was a lot of people at the
Well, your
restaurant.
your daughter's in college now.
Yeah.
She has
yeah.
a friend
Right.
that they've been
That time.
hanging out with for a while.
Yeah.
And
about 4 months, yeah.
okay, and she, wanted to make sure everybody was acquainted, knew each
She
other.
wanted to make sure
Now-
the people that are important in her
That's
life.
fair.
listen,
That's
they
fair,
all
because
met each
family,
other.
that's it.
that's
Yeah,
family is
yeah.
important to her.
So
Yeah, family is
of course. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how I ended up there, but I tried to get out of it. Honestly, I did.
Why wouldn't you be there? You
Well,
you
just
family.
because
she
I
calls
felt
you
like
Uncle CJ.
Yeah,
Why
for
wouldn't you be
sure.
there?
But I felt
She
like
even
maybe
asked me if Uncle E.T. was in town.
Yeah. Well, I think what C was thinking was that traditionally,
Yeah.
and we don't
Intimate.
have to go with traditions at
No, we
all,
don't.
but traditionally he was
Yeah.
thinking the first time this special guest
Intimate.
meets the family is the father and the special guest. That's what C was
And
thinking.
I don't even know though. Truthfully, I don't even know if I would have probably went if C wasn't there. Actually,
Really?
I really wasn't ready.
Okay, it's coming.
Let's go.
It's coming out.
Let's go.
We go. Yeah, let's
Where's
go.
my water?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. He's so distressed. He hit puberty again.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it happened.
Mic check.
Yeah, it happened.
Mic check.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm fortunate that we're at Michigan
Boy hit
State.
puberty.
It happened at Michigan State. Yeah, and it happened right here at
Yo,
Michigan
that
State.
is funny, dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
So C was sending me pics.
Yeah. I was sending e-pics. I was giving him the
He was giving me the
play-by-play.
play-by-play. And
So we was
So
about.
he was down there taking pictures of me.
well, I'm gonna say this. I will say this. C was actually
I took
taking
a picture
pictures
of the table.
Yeah, he actually was taking pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
But the play-by-play was the facial expressions of everybody. So he showed everybody smiling.
Hold on.
Yeah, he showed everybody
see,
smiling.
I'm gonna let see. Now you know how I usually let you ride.
You sent me the picture.
And what did you do?
I didn't do nothing. I laughed.
No.
What
No.
part is that?
Oh, I can show you on the
Okay,
chat.
show me.
I'm saying.
I don't remember. I just know C sent it to me.
Hey,
Wait,
Then he sent me
I
two
didn't even know that
pictures.
C was down there sneaking
No.
pictures.
no.
So that's the part that. Now this supposed to be a
no.
serious dinner,
It was.
and he over there taking pictures.
Yeah.
No. To be honest with you,
Can I see the pictures?
no, I'm saying you posed for the pic.
couple of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember they took a group photo.
I don't remember nothing.
So he sent that.
Maul was
Yeah.
He
shot.
sent the group photo.
Yeah, they took a
Yeah,
group.
and when
like,
I saw the group photo, maybe I did it.
Okay,
I
what
don't
did
know.
you- what did you
I
do?
looked at all of the faces.
yes. And then you zoomed in and screenshot.
Maul. Because Maul's face was different than everybody else's face. That's all I,
gotta
did.
find it now.
Yeah, he screenshot me
Oh,
a face.
Carl,
and
I
then
gotta
Maul's
find
face.
it.
Nah, I'm
See,
gonna
I was
be
gonna
honest.
let E live on
I'm
that
gonna be
part, but I'm
honest,
like,
though.
E, okay, don't
No,
throw me
I gotta
under the
tell
bus.
the truth. I don't know if I zoomed into it or if Didi
Oh,
zoomed
okay.
into it.
It came from
Didi-
your
So
phone.
Didi in on this too, huh?
Yeah, Didi was sitting next
Didi
to me.
in on this
Yeah,
too.
because
Okay.
Didi's more, she's more observant than I am. So she picked it up. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. When they showed me, when they compared the picture of everybody else to Maul,
Okay.
I said, see, all I said, see was
Friends like this.
like,
I'm just
all I
saying.
did
Okay,
was
look,
Carl.
this is
listen,
what I sent E.
and
This is what he sent back.
Hey, show it to him.
Wait a minute,
I just
how y'all-
show it to him. Just show
What- let me
it.
see,
That's
dog.
all I said. Show it to
Because
him.
CJ know how to
Okay,
edit.
this,
all I did.
no.
That's what he sent.
Okay. And
That's what you
And
said.
why you smiling so hard?
Right.
Well, I was having a good time.
Right.
All right, look. That's what I sent,
That's
and
what
this
I
what
sent.
he sent
This is what I
back.
sent back. I didn't make up nothing. I just sit back. I was like, yo, see, everybody smiling. Everybody in there smiling. One of these kids is doing the wrong thing.
Bro, look at this.
Okay, send more what I said afterwards. You got that one? You got what I got afterwards?
Oh, I got the audio message.
Yeah, give me the audio. I want Carl to hear the audio.
Yeah, I mean, they having a whole full-blown conversation while I'm down here.
She like, E, you should be here. I'm like, I should, but I can't be there, bro. I was in Vegas.
I needed prayer, bro.
Yeah, no, I was praying. Now watch this.
I don't even remember what it was.
Watch
bro.
the audio I sent.
Oh, wow.
I sent the audio, bro.
I'm having the worst time of my life, and these jokers over here laughing.
Yo.
I sent the audio.
Oh my God.
See, didn't send me that. I sent the audio, bro. All I could do was laugh. I could do that. Listen to me, y'all. I've been with Jamal for a very long time. I have never seen that facial expression before. So I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just laughed because I was like, yo, I've never seen Maul.
That ain't alpha, that ain't omega, that ain't none of
alpha
that.
or omega.
Because y'all trying to
And I'm used to seeing I'm used to seeing Maul in alpha or omega.
Yeah.
And he was definitely neither. He was beta. He was beta on that one with his daughter and my man. He was beta. Yeah, I was like, man, Maul, I didn't even. But you know what? I'm like, but to my defense, see, I did say, yo, our day is coming, see.
Man.
My day is coming, your day is coming. Yeah, it's coming, bro.
Bruh.
All you gotta
And
say
by the stick you measure with.
question.
It shall be.
Hold on, bruh. I'm saying, hold on.
Hey, but
I
you
feel
good. Every already paired. You good.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
gotta
saying-
think about that.
I'm just saying,
But the I gotta send it to the. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
no,
it.
it was tough, bro.
Daughter.
It was tough. I ain't never seen Maul that uncomfortable.
You never seen that
before.
face before?
I never seen that face before.
I don't even remember
Not
taking
when
that
everybody
picture,
was
dog.
smiling. I've been to Dubai with him. And never that
we've
face
never
was
seen that
never
face.
that was never that right there. Yeah.
Never
so
seen it.
I just thought I said, I have no words. All right. But
Ma,
this
what was
is
going through your mind, Ma?
Oh man. At which point? When she laughing at me?
Wait, no,
When
I
E
would-
was down there. You know what I'm saying?
In the photo, where we looking at your face, what was going through your mind?
You don't even remember taking that pic?
I don't.
Wow.
I don't
Maul don't even
taking-
remember
Yeah,
that.
I don't remember.
He
I
don't
promise you, I don't
remember
remember
the day.
taking no
Yeah.
group pic. But I don't know. It's, on one side of me, it's kind of like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You happy for your baby girl. You know it's a part of life. And
No, he
I'm,
said, what was that face?
I'm
What
saying,
was
no,
that-
no. He's saying,
that
what was you
one?
thinking?
At that picture, at the time.
During that, I don't remember even taking a picture, so I
Right,
can't
so you
give
can't
you.
remember
But
that.
I'm just giving
Oh,
you
you
what I
giving
was
us the
thinking.
overall?
Yeah, overall.
Okay.
I remember when Ayanna first came to Michigan State, or before she came.
Yep.
And I remember even saying this, and I get CJ hell all the time, right? And I be like, man, you know, this little brother, but I actually, and he can contest to this, I actually said that one of my prayers is that Ayanna is blessed to find, not to find, but to get found by a male that's like C, and how he found Candace at Michigan State and how they got together and stuff like that. So, you know, me and my wife, we've been together since high school. And so we already have been, you know, so it's like, okay, the next level is, okay, you know, man, you met Tamisha in Barbados, though. Y'all was, but he met Candace at Michigan State, and it's kind of like, you know, that would be, you know, that was my prayer. And so, but, you know, when prayers happen, sometimes you're not ready for them.
You're not ready for them.
Yeah, you're not ready for
You're not
them.
ready for all the prayers.
No, I'm talking about my prayer. God got a funny way of,
Yeah.
like my man, he the same complexion as CJ.
Yeah. Height.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, and he,
about to say in the sixes.
and he in definitely
He's
sixes.
a
And
footer.
he what was his majors is marketing or
Families.
branding or something like that. Oh wow. Yeah. So
Might be helping
So,
with the
but the
family
cra-
business.
yeah, but I don't know,
I
man.
was gonna say, I love.
Make real estate realer.
So there's more to it, but I'm trying to figure out if I should just like I don't know how Maul feeling about
Oh, yeah.
like the whole
The whole what?
like how did it go?
The dinner?
Yeah.
It went. He said he don't remember it.
I mean,
Yeah, he
no,
don't
it was,
remember.
He said he
you
don't
know,
remember
I
it, bro.
really, I was
It's
just
a blur.
I was very observant.
Yeah,
I wasn't
he don't
doing,
remember
I
the
wasn't
dinner.
doing much talking.
Yeah.
We did have our,
By not much.
no, I did do, I
keeping that face.
did ask some questions.
I'm talking about at the very end. Maul at the
asked
very
some- I
end.
asked
my
some-
man, listen.
I asked some questions.
Okay, so let me tell you what the question was. Maul ain't said nothing to the little man all night. First thing he said is, "Do you know your blood type?" Me and Candace was like,
The reason, he's not giving context.
I'm just saying that's the first thing I heard you say to
The
my
reason
man.
why I asked him about his blood type
Okay,
because he was
bruh.
talking about because
Then the
like
second
they
question.
walked up with the dessert thing and then he was like this. He instantly was like, "Oh no, I don't do desserts." After Candace was like, "Yeah, diabetes running my family too, but I'm gonna take that chocolate cake." Candace took the chocolate cake. But then that's when I was just like, I just asked him. I said, "Man, you know your blood type?" And then, you know, because a lot of the diabetes, a
Yeah,
lot of
no
these
question.
things. I got my pharmacy.
Tough question for a young man on the first.
I'm talking about
It's in the food, right?
It is in the food.
It's a lot of it is in the food.
No question. 1,000%.
But I read that book about the different foods to eat for the different blood types, and so that's kind of where I was like, man, do you know your blood type? And then he was kind of like, no, sir, I don't. And then I was like, okay. Then I do the next level. Was that diabetes and hypertension? These things can be eliminated by what?
Working out.
So then my next question was this:
Do you work out?
Do you work out?
First date.
And
What's your blood type? Do you work out? Yeah, no question.
Those are the two important
Common questions.
And at that point, dog, CJ just went and bust up laughing. Was like, oh man, because my man was like, no sir, I don't work out. And then C was looking at me and C said, Maul asked my man, did he work out? It was one of the questions where you ask the person, are you saved? Do you believe in Jesus, young man? And my man was like,
do you believe in Christ?
Oh, bro. So yeah, he didn't work. He said he don't work out, but he's,
And he don't eat dessert.
And he don't eat no cookies, no chocolate chip cookies.
That's good. That's good.
So,
He's a slender fella.
So I was
he's an athlete, so he definitely got like an
he
athletic.
plays hockey.
Yeah.
So he do work out then, just not what you think.
And it's hockey. It ain't football.
A lot of cardio.
Right, he getting some cardio.
And they go at it.
But the main thing is that from what I hear, and all I really care about is how he treats my daughter, right? And it's crazy that we talk about, on one podcast he's talking about paying for food, would you let your daughter, would you let a guy pay? And this guy refuses to let her pay for anything.
Praise God. Praise God.
But I told her, no, but you need to
take care of it.
take care of that.
Just in
You
case.
need to reciprocate that. And so from what I know and from what I see, he's been a gentleman.
No, very solid young man.
Yeah, from what I see, and I gotta admit, you never think anybody is
good enough
for your daughter.
Yeah.
But my main thing is this, I set my daughter up, set everybody in my family
question.
up. I just want to make sure that as a guy that's just, just being respectful, being a good guy, and things like that. But I'm happy for her. She's happy, I'm happy.
Hey,
That's
and
the way to go.
your perspective, we had a conversation. Your perspective was refreshing to me because most males, especially, like they ain't want their daughter to date. They ain't want their. And Maul said, like, bro, I want her to find somebody as early as possible because look at what we all have.
Yeah.
We found somebody young and we're able to grow with them. So I was like, that's a refreshing perspective to have for sure.
is
Now,
it.
until reality hit, I'm saying there's still
reality hit, and you just still kind of like you still shocked because you still see your baby as your baby bouncing on your knee and all of that. But at the same time, I want her to find happiness. I want her to. It's all part of it, man. You going to college is a different level of life now, and and she didn't date much, when she was in high school, just because she was always busy with tennis. She was always doing things, and so now that she's in this part of her life, I like the fact that Camille is more like they talk all the time. Camille know every, and I like that because she's showing her, if there's anybody that can tell her exactly like, hey, this is what you should do, this is how you should be, it's definitely, Camille. So I like it, but I'm still watching. As a man, as a father,
You're gonna
as
be
an
watching
ex-police
forever.
officer,
Bad boy.
and you still gotta be
You're
watching.
going to be watching forever.
Yeah,
sure.
just
Mike
got-
Lowry.
Mike Lowry. So,
Mike Lowry.
so I'm here, but I see you, dog. Like I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
From the podcast.
From the podcast. I'm always
I'm
watching.
watching too. I'm about to take him out to eat while I'm
no
here.
doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, no
So I
doubt.
can get
So
you.
I told her, I was like, look, your next date or whatever, I was like, you need to bring him to church.
Oh, yeah, no
I
question.
said, see how my man respond. Bring him to church.
Yeah, no question.
And then,
I'm about to take him out. I'm home now.
Yeah. Because he
got
did.
it.
Oh, that was another thing too. And this is, so I did ask him 3 questions, right? What's your blood type? I was like, do you work out?
And do you watch E.T. the Hip Hop
And I
Preacher?
said, do you know E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher? And he was like, oh, yeah. He was like, yeah, E.T., yeah, E.T.
Okay.
And I was like, man.
Okay.
And then I think I said, do you know Inky Johnson? And then he was like, did we say yeah or no to Inky?
I didn't hear you ask him
Oh,
that. I heard you ask him.
Because then the next one, I was like, do you know Inky Johnson? And then he was like, I think I did, yeah. And I was like, okay. Do you know 9 to 5 millionaire? He was like, no, sir. I said, you don't know the 9 to 5 millionaire? And then he was like, no, sir. And Ayana just turned red.
Oh, she was
Ayana
like,
was
what
just,
are you doing?
Ayana was like, that's my dad. Like, that's the, and then he was like, you never told me. And then she was like, I did tell you. And they were going back and forth. And he was like, Ayana, you didn't tell me your dad was 95 millionaire. And they were just going, I was like, it's all right, man.
You know now. Now you know. No, we gonna meet up.
Yo, what's going on? CJ here. Of course, the Basic Sensation. I got Douglas in the building. And we also got, special guest, my man Ryan Wright is in the building from Johns Creek Pharmacy, man. It's not often where we get, one of our partners and one of our sponsors, man, to come join us live on the pod. So Ryan, appreciate you being here. How you feeling, man?
I feel wonderful, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Man, tell us really quick, and for those of y'all who've been watching us and rocking with us, we talked about the compression socks and the importance of that, especially for those of us who fly a lot. We left Maul out of that equation. Maul wasn't able to get the compression sock memo, but I think E and I actually heard about it from a good friend of ours who had a loved one die, actually, on an airplane. And I think that was the first time we heard of it, and we were kind of like, whoa. And they were like, yeah, when you had them long flights and you're sitting like that, you need to have compression socks in order to, be safe and stuff like that. And so E and I, we actually were flying to Australia.
Yeah.
And I remember we went and we forgot them while we were here. We were running around LA. I think we ended up at like a sporting goods store or something.
We did for the high. We had to pay.
Oh yeah.
We had
we got them juggles right before we got on the flight.
But
how did you come up with that? Why is this important to you?
It's very important just because knowing in our community, so many people suffer from just stroke or embolisms, things like that. So in our community, especially with being disposed to sickle cell, it's very important to make sure that you have adequate circulation. It's not just for people with hypertension issues or diabetes. It's also for anybody that's trying to rehab a nagging sports injury, a weekend warrior, anybody that has discomfort in the calf or lower extremities, anybody traveling, as you said, on international flights, police officers sitting in the car for an entire shift and then asked to jump out at the last minute and just perform some type of activity. They work well for
Yeah, that's why all the bad guys kept getting away from Maul. He didn't have compression socks. He was sitting in that car eating donuts. As soon as the bad guy, he tried to hop up.
Wasn't eating no donuts.
Blew his Achilles.
I was like
Gym working out.
Blew his whole Achilles
for
out.
real estate.
That's why Ball could catch low man.
Yeah, right. Bruh, he blew his Achilles out trying to jump up with cold legs. See, Maul, you could have been a whole better police officer.
if he had the socks.
If he had had the socks.
Hey, Carl, does this microphone work?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
on, you live.
No, you're not live.
Okay.
Stay over there.
But one thing about our socks, unlike just grabbing some off the shelf, like kind of what you guys did for emergency, they're pretty much tailor-made. So that's why I take the measurements of the ankle above the bone and then the calf at the area where the compression garment will sit at the top of the calf, and then also the length from the heel to the bend of the knee. So we're able to get that dialed in, because if you think about it, if you have a sock that's a little bit big for you and you put it on just because you got it on your foot and it feels okay, you might not have the amount of compression that you really need. If you have a sock that's a little bit too snug for you, and just because you got it on, you think it's okay, you might have too much compression. And once you go beyond that 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury that measured pretty much just like how blood pressure is, once you go beyond that range, you really need a prescription for that. So what we do is tailor make the socks at a non-prescription strength, the 15 to 20 millimeters of mercury, so that you can be able to get maximum wellness.
Oh, beautiful.
Hey, let's get Maul up here as our test model.
Yeah, come on, Maul.
Oh, let's get this
Come on,
compression boy
Send
going.
you back to the police. You can actually catch some bad guys. Instead of riding around looking at real estate. You could
Hey, dog.
Instead of riding around looking at real estate, you
Let me
could
tell
have
you
been
something,
doing
dog.
some work in the community.
Listen, dog, that's the secret to real success, bro.
Two things at once.
What you do in the hole.
Yeah, what you doing
What you
in
do?
the
Do you
hole.
really want me to go there, dog? It's all about what you do in the hole, bro.
Yeah.
Measure his ankles, please.
Just put your foot flat.
You want me to put my
90
Jordans back? Did you say that you wanted me to put my Jordans? See, this is how you model.
You must not know you're gonna need lotion this morning.
I don't need lotion, bro. I've been married 20 years. What I need lotion
Oh,
for?
now he don't need to be
What I
groomed.
need lotion for, bro? I don't
When
need-
it's time,
I said she like my nails
No, I
done.
ain't used none in years.
you don't like your skin to be hydrated though, huh?
My wife ain't looking at my ankles.
There you go. Just keep it flat. Lift. All right, so we're gonna get around this ankle. All right, we'll measure that circumference. So right there, right above. Then come up to the calf. And it's okay if the pants don't go all the way
No,
up.
he can get him up there.
Okay, all right. Go with the calf.
Don't try to flex your calf.
I was just about to say something.
Why are you watching like that?
Bro,
What's up with you?
Because you can't, you're about to get
Bro,
an
what is
inaccurate
up with you,
message.
man? Why you keep looking at me like that, dog?
No, I'm just saying, relax.
E, can we switch seats, man?
Unfortunately, we can't because of my man.
I'm just saying, just on the
Yeah, I mean, in
pod.
general, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
My man over here trying to,
I was strategic about putting you on
trying to
there.
save my life, and you over here cracking jokes.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so yeah.
Yeah, I got him. I got him.
Tell the people real quick, man, how they can get the socks, man. Where can they, you know, if they want to check it out, obviously, you know, anybody, like you said, who falls in that category, definitely we want you to go check it out. Tell the people where they can get the socks from, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. johnscreekpharmacy.org. And then also we have a special promotion. If you visit live.johnscreekpharmacy.com/home, you'll be able to get the special gift that's for the Secret to Success podcast listeners.
Cool, we'll put that on the screen. Ryan Wright, man, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on here. Appreciate the work you're doing.
What you doing,
That's
brother?
what's up,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you, fam.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, so I just thought this, you know, C, of course, was the one that wanted to bring it up. But when he said something to me, I thought it was good for you guys to know, you know, our life. You know what I'm saying? And we real people, you know, we're real, you know, with a real journey. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of y'all, you look at people who you think whatever you consider to be success and you think it's just this one lane, and it's not. Like, we got a life, our lives are in this world. We dealing with inflation, we dealing with whatever everybody else is dealing with. Now we dealing with it with Christ, and we dealing with it with each other. So it's it's probably different than a lot of folks, but I thought that was good for you guys to see that Maul is real. And while he is alpha and there are times he's omega, there are times he's beta. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then he's beta. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He real, y'all. He bleed. I know. Drago. Drago. He's a monster. He bleed, y'all.
Oh, for sure.
So you
He's
should,
not
you
a
should
machine. He's a man.
You should take hope that Maul's a man, you a man. So whatever Maul has accomplished in life, if you work hard, you too can accomplish. If you get 3 coaches, you can do it too.
And one CJ.
Yeah, right.
You gotta have
right,
at least
right.
one
Gotta
CJ.
have one CJ.
So, man, it's funny, just having some conversations with people, man. We had a unfortunate, somebody passed, and I had some friends that were in town, and we were hanging out, and just having some conversations, and people was like, man, you know, like I see what, you know, this person doing and this person doing. It was telling a couple, you know, me and my homies, they were like, yo, I tried to do that and I tried to do that, and, you know, I'm not having the success y'all having. And it was like one of them. It was like a real conversation though, like, man, you know, I'm not, you know, on the level that I need to be on, but I'm looking at what y'all doing and I'm doing and it's not working. And it's funny because we had a whole conversation about it, but I gotta give a shout out to AB because I had mentioned something, and AB, bruh.
AB3?
Yeah. Shout out to AB. He said, I don't know where he got it from. I don't know if he even knew he was saying it like that. And some kind of way I was mentioning like, yeah, you know, like folk having a hard time, you know, playing copycat to get to that next level. He said, yeah, bruh. He said, when you go to a high-end hotel, he said, your key only work for your floor. He was like, you can get in the building with the key from outside, but when it's time to go to, I said, oh my goodness. Wow. And so I had to call my homie back and explain to him in those terms, like, bro, yeah, you in the building, like you got the mindset, but you still, and if you staying where he's staying, he said, that's the top floor. And you really ain't getting up there without that key. And so I was like, man, you know, how do we help people who sitting here, they listening to the pod, they like, yo, I'm putting stuff in play, I'm running my race, I feel like I'm trying to, you know, do my thing, but I'm not seeing the success. How do you, and we'll go to E first, but E, what do you tell somebody who says like, yo, I got a key, I'm hearing y'all, I'm in the building, but I can't find my floor exactly how I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
You know, I want to answer, like when you were talking again, you know, we all sitting here when you're talking, there's stuff that comes to our brains. You know what I'm saying? From our
Yeah,
experience.
when I ask, it's just theoretical. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. I know it.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time. You ain't never answered one of my questions.
No.
I didn't think you was going to start
as he
today.
was talking, it was some stuff that came to
You
my
can
brain.
start.
Exactly.
Listen,
Speak your
from now on, just stop with the see, I'm going to get back. Just go into just go to completely
You know
left.
what I'm saying?
Go completely left.
No, but when C was saying, you know, somebody's trying to do it the way you're trying to do it, I'm not even saying that is a wrong formula. Because people will say that. Like, oh, you trying to do it like me, don't try to do it like me. I don't know that that's a bad formula. But when you said it, see, what I thought about was we try to follow the prize, like the end product, the result. Like we don't really stop and go, yo, what is he doing? Like for real, we just go, he got a car or a house or whatever he got. It's like, I want what Maul has, but it's like, yo, I didn't really blow up until I really sat down and was like, yo, E, and this is cliche, but I have to say it so that you guys can understand it. I really had to become obsessed with my process. Like, and I'm not even talking about waking up every day and doing something. I'm talking about like understanding what are you doing, E? Like, what are you doing? You feel me? Because when I was first started doing it, I was really doing charisma. Like, that's what I was doing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was doing charisma. Like, I was doing the gift of gab, right? I studied the gift of gab, and the gift of gab is the art of speaking with eloquence. Right. Like, I wasn't doing that at first. I was just charismatic. I was just saying whatever. So I didn't know if what I was saying, if it made sense. I didn't know if I was using the right terms. I didn't know if I was using the right terminology in the right context. Like, yo, bruh, I had a gift of talking. And then I had to sit down and go like, yo, no, E, there's a science to this. I'm not playing, y'all. I'll never forget Huntsville, Alabama, public library. And I literally started going to the library and I literally got a dictionary. And I'm telling y'all, I got a dictionary before I even knew what a thesaurus was. I didn't know what I didn't even have, the two of them didn't even go together. The beginning of my life, it was a dictionary. Some kind of way I stumbled on a thesaurus. Somebody had told me about a thesaurus. When I got the thesaurus, I was like, yo, I didn't even really need no dictionary.
I'm going to be real. I don't know what.
Thesaurus? It just shows you other words that mean the same thing, really.
Similar words.
Like
levels.
synonyms.
Kind of like how you
Yeah, like synonyms and antonyms. Yeah, antonyms. Yeah.
Oh, I just had Word, Microsoft Word. You'd be like, boom, synonym.
Put in there.
Ah, that sounds better for my paper.
No question.
Appreciate that.
So I'm saying, you think he had the privilege of having the Google. Back in the day, you didn't have that. So it's like I had the dictionary.
Yeah.
Then a few years later, I got the thesaurus. Bruh,
You was killing them with
I
that
was
joint.
killing them, bruh. So then I started really, and I said in the book, UOU, I started studying Howard Cosell. Like, yo, why is he dope? Why is Bob Costa? Bob Costa was a beast. I'm talking about he was a beast. I was like, why is Bob Costa Bob Costa? And I started realizing
Who
like,
is that? Not Bob Costas.
that's it, Bob Costas. Yeah.
Oh, Costas.
That's him,
Oh,
yeah,
the
Costas.
sports guy.
The sports guy.
Okay,
So
all
I
right.
started studying my man. He was like on everything. Like he was doing the Olympics and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I started watching them and I was like, yo, what they doing ain't what I'm doing. It's a science to what they doing. What I'm doing is just natural. This is the stuff that just come natural. But to get respect, you got to do it on this level. And so I'm telling y'all, I blew up the day where I stopped going. I just want to be like them, meaning Brandon said this the other day. I thought it was dope. Brandon said the problem with most of y'all is you're trying to be impressive, not impactful. And he said when you're trying to be impressive, you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's like, you like 50-50 champ. But when you impactful, it's like you understand the science of it, and every time you do it, you whatever. So for me, see, Jess, round one, when you said what you said, it was like, maybe it ain't bad to emulate somebody or to copy what somebody doing. But if you only gonna be doing what you think they doing and not really figure out what they actually doing, then you not gonna get. I leave with this, Maul. The debate is Jordan and LeBron. But I always sit back. I don't never say nothing because it ain't worth the argument. But I always say like, yo, how y'all gonna skip Kobe Bryant, bruh?
Yeah,
like how you skip Kobe, bruh? Like I ain't trying to be funny. LeBron and Kobe, like, it's no way you gonna have this argument and you don't have Kobe there. And for me, the reason why I say Kobe is because, like, yo, this dude is of both of them, if you want to keep it 1,000, is more of a student than both of them. You know what I'm talking? In terms of Mike was doing his thing, LeBron 6'8", linebacker, he doing his thing. But Kobe was like, if you know, they say he wasn't necessarily as talented as neither one of them, but the thing that I love about Kobe is, bruh, why my man get a degree, and I don't mean literal degree for you listening, but a certification as a referee. My man knew the playbook, like he knew what referees knew. Yeah. He understood he could have been a referee. Like he got he studied the game plan, the playbook of a referee. And the reason why he said he did it was because he said there's 3 people that affect this game. My team, your team, and that doggone referee. Wow. So I need to know him because he's one of the players. And so I need to understand who he is, and I need to understand why they make. Kobe said, by studying the referee, I knew what I could get away with.
Yeah, I heard him say that. He knew in the fourth quarter. He knew in the fourth quarter, like, they're not going to call a foul on me for this.
You feel me?
In the first quarter, he's like, they're going to call it. Second quarter, they're going to call it. Third quarter, he's like, fourth quarter, they're not going to call a foul on me if I do this.
And so to me, that's what the key is. The key is you earn the right to have that. And so for me, a lot of people, to me, ain't nothing wrong with emulating another person, but you're not emulating the process. You just looking at what you see and you're saying, oh, I see Maul got this, C got that, Carl got that. I'm gonna do what I saw him do on the podcast, what I saw. You need to go in the dark with that dude. And you need to figure out when nobody's watching him what his routine is. And to me, that's what Kobe did. When he passed and Mike spoke about him, MJ was like, yo, he would call me at 2:00 in the morning. So my thing is, yes, you can be like another person if you're willing to figure out the process and figure out what they do, measure their heart, measure their faith, measure their whatever. But I just think most people, you just see the external.
Surface watching.
You
watching on the surface.
You surface watching.
And I heard something a couple of weeks ago, E, that messed me up. Like a lot of people, and E, I'll kind of use you as an example, but when we talk about service, you remember, I'm talking about E was mopping floors, E doing any and everything to get it done. And E, I'll be honest, I didn't understand that. And listen to what I'm saying. I understood the task. I didn't understand the deeper, you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I understand the task. So you talk about emulating somebody, like, yo, I'm understanding now that service isn't about the task. And I'm a very task-oriented person.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? So service for me, like, yo, I could do whatever. Like, bro, my whole life was of service, but I didn't understand that service was the key to the hotel, to the building.
Right.
My mind was stuck on the key to the building. You understand what I'm saying? Because like, I'm serving, I'm doing all this. Yeah. Man, I want you to understand that service is the entry point. The task is the entry point. But when I say service now, it's the development that I'm interested in. Yeah. Dude, by doing all the little tasks, like Kobe said, by learning all the different components, now you're learning the system. Yeah. So for a perspective, I want people to understand the perspective of whatever you're doing now, don't minimize that. Yeah. That's a part of what you need. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you've been doing it for 3 years. The only problem I got with God, I said, I just wish me and him had the same watch. Yeah. That's the problem I got with God, because his watch and my watch, we talked about that. It just don't add up. Yeah. Sometimes he do things real quick. Sometimes he do things real slow. But regardless of it, wherever you are now, you're getting what you need now. Yeah. But you have to do the other part to figure out, okay, God, this, but I need to start seeing start thinking, start believing and thinking the next level. So I'm here, I'm doing these, but this, what am I supposed to learn here to get there?
Yeah, speak to this though, because you just said it, but speak to why would you go, it's taking too long? Like, why would a person do that? Why would a person say it's taking too long? Or why would a person say they're not getting nothing out of it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you talked about the task versus like the really knowing. Like, speak to that. Why would a person go, man, I ain't where I'm supposed to be, so I'm quitting, if they really understood, to your point, that the process is what's really gonna get you there and not just the, the
and I hate to simplify it, but it's because we're comparing. I hate to simplify it, but we're watching everybody else highlight reel. Yeah. like what we just did at the top of the podcast, people not hearing and seeing that Maul going through real emotional stuff and and again, that's small in terms of life.
Yeah.
People not seeing that. People seeing, oh, Maul killing the real estate game. People doing that. I want to do that, and that's the measure that you're seeing, and that's what you're looking at. The reality is, maybe we need to spend more time saying, man, Maul was in the squad car. He does a phenomenal job. You talk about, like I'm saying, we do it, but our minds for some reason don't hear that part.
Maul told everybody we was sitting in a podcast studio with
no heat,
no heat,
nothing.
no air.
Our minds don't hear that, though. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because as soon
Our
as we
minds
do a
don't hear
podcast,
that.
we want to start here.
Start here.
So even though we told you we started in this building wasn't even.
I tell people all the time, like one of the blessings I think for us is honestly that we started before social media, so we didn't even have a
nothing
benchmark
to compare to.
There was nothing
exactly
for us to be like,
yeah.
oh man, like even though like Tony Robbins, we might have known he was like big time or whatever. We weren't just watching my man go to dinner every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have that. And again, I'm not naive enough to think that if we would have had that, maybe that would have impacted me some kind of way. Like, yo, all right, cool. I'm watching this speaker blow up, that speaker blow up. We still sitting here looking crazy. I'm not sure how that would have impacted me. I don't know if it would have sped up my clock or what, you know what I mean? Had me go, all right, this ain't working because I'm seeing it. I didn't know what working looked like. If that makes sense. Like, I didn't know, okay, are we supposed to have $1 million right now? Are we supposed to have 50,000, 10,000, 5,000? Like, I didn't know what it looked like. So now, like I said, I think people, to your point, Carl, you have something to look at. If you're in the fitness industry, you can go, okay, Sean Stevenson got a podcast, is #1 in the world.
Right.
He's doing that.
Right.
He's doing this. He's doing this. She's doing this. She's doing this. And you point and you go, I'm not there.
Yeah.
We never, I'm just being real. And like I said, call it God's timing. For real, to your point, we didn't have that to look at.
Nothing.
At no point was I like, Carl, we need to be having 100,000 subscribers on YouTube right now. We was the first ones on YouTube.
That's it.
We were the first ones putting videos on YouTube.
And we might not have been the first ones, but it wasn't enough for people on there for you to know who was on there.
Right.
Oh, we was the first ones putting on
motivational
for
content,
sure.
personal development for sure, no question.
100%. Bro, it was like cat videos and nothing like on there. And so, like I said, but to that point, we didn't know, we supposed to have X amount of followers. Oh man, how come our Twitter ain't blowing our Facebook? We had a Facebook. I think he had just like his own personal page of just homies from Oakwood and stuff that was following him. It was like, oh, okay, we blew that out. That got over 5,000.
What do we do now?
5,000 was the limit.
So watch this, and you just said
you
it.
could only have
so
5,000.
See, you just said it. So this is the perspective I want you to have. What I pray every morning is, God, show me what I need for today. What evidence do you have today that what you did is working? And I'm just saying, there's something that's working. You can't tell me that you live in and then something ain't working. You hug your kids, it's something that's working. And if you focus on that, like, yo, I did this yesterday. Bruh, my arms are killing me. It's working. I worked out yesterday. So I'm saying if you can focus on that thing that's working now and stop looking at the 10-year mark or the 5 or whatever the time frame is, focus heavy on like, yo, I did this yesterday, and bro, this is the result I got.
And you know what's so crazy? I wish we could do this. I wish people could look at my career and see that 90% of the work that I do, I don't get paid for. You feel me? Like people don't see that. I want to be like, 90% of my work is free.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, you might be right. 90% of what I do, bro, I don't get paid for. Seriously. You're watching that small percentage of me going to a corporate company and speaking. I'm just being real. This year, I probably did 3 gigs. It's February. Bro, we about to go into March. I did 3 gigs that I got paid for. Everything else is free. You feel me? But you don't want that part of me. You want the paid part of me. But you can't get the paid part without the other part. And I think that's what people don't see. And I don't say this to brag at all, Carl. I do want people to understand what you were saying. So we at the Super Bowl, and anybody ever been to an arena before, that it ain't carpet on the thing. I think that's concrete if I'm not mistaken.
What?
Like if you go into an arena, like where were we? We were in Phoenix, so it was what's that arena called? Was that State Farm?
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be State Farm Arena. But the arena, like the floor that you're walking on, that's concrete, period, right? So we in there, and I got a couple security guards that know me. So me and Train was sitting down. I ain't gonna say my man's name, but probably #1 draft pick, probably from Georgia, defense for the other year. He probably gonna be #1 pick. So we sit next to him. And I don't know, whatever the coach, but I guess he's an agent, Drew something, but whoever, he's an agent.
Rosenhaus.
So I think that was him. He's right there. So little man looked like he must have had some friends. So his friends came when we went to Lee. His friends came. So I was like, no, y'all good. Go ahead and sit there. I ain't really here watching the game like that anyway. I just brought some kids. So I'm standing up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out there chilling, so the security guards know me. Oh, E.T., what's up? You changed my life, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So we chilling. People coming, taking pictures. Some lady walked past. She might have been drunk. She spilled a little bit of her beer, and then she dropped a chicken nugget with ketchup on it. So everybody, like, seeing her do it, security guard, everybody seeing her do it, and I guess they kind of like, yo, that ain't my job. You know what I'm saying? So I see it. I rush and go get some paper towel because it's a situation where it's like people are walking. So somebody gonna slip on that ketchup or that beer and they gonna bust their head. So I go get the chicken, put the chicken up, get some bunch of paper towel, and I come wipe up. I was wiping up the ketchup, and some people saw me. Was like, "Yo, you can't do that." And I'm like, "What does that mean? I can't do that? You not doing it,
Right.
So what does that mean? Like, it's got to get up. Somebody's going. It's like you E.T. the hip hop preacher, and I'm like, okay, I am. And now you about to go get it up because I'm getting it up. And so I'm saying, like, yo, that ain't it. That's not it. You missing it. You picking it up because I'm picking it up. You missing the point. Like, that ain't the point. The point is, service is all about, you know, it's a spirit of, and I try to tell people this all the time. Like, I know people who serve. I try to tell people, if you serve, you get benefits. If you serve when you feel like serving, it ain't the same. Like, real service ain't service until it's an inconvenience. Like, that's when it's service, like when you don't have time.
That was heavy.
I'm just saying, that's when
That's heavy.
Real service is service when it's an inconvenience. Like, it's not, you're not doing no God no favor when you can only serve when it's convenient to you. Now, you have to be, it's a balance to it, you feel what I'm saying? But to me, I'm going to get more out of picking up ketchup and chicken nuggets off the ground and beer at a Super Bowl where a lot of people there to be relevant. Like, a lot of people there want to be impressive, but I want to be impactful. I got to get this ketchup and these chicken nuggets up because if I don't, somebody fall and hurt they whatever. You don't know how bad they're going to, like, bro, it's concrete, bro. You don't know how hard you're going to fall and hit your head. But I got people now like, oh, let's get that up. And I'm like, bro, relax. You wasn't getting it up when it failed. Like, so chill out. Like, you trying to now be impressive. Don't do that. Let's just get the ketchup up. And I must have went about 3 times to make sure I got it up. And one young lady came in, you know, she's like,
how much ketchup did she spill off the nugget? I'm saying the nugget with a little ketchup. I'm like,
no. It was like a chicken tender. And so you know how, unfortunately, when you're in those things.
Oh, she spilled the cup.
Yeah, so it's like, you know how you got your fries.
I thought it was one nugget with a little bit of ketchup on it. I'm like, you could have just.
Yeah, no, she had the little thing. And you know, you go.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't the little, you go, boom, boom.
The pump.
Yeah, the pump. So she did the pump, because that's all they got is the pump. So she drunk, and she just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and God told me, God was like, you don't do a good job of explaining the process.
Yeah.
So you got to do a better job when you tell the story. You have to do a better job, because I see people who will serve. It's like, C might be like, E, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I can't go, oh, C, I can't do that for you because me doing that for you is an inconvenience to me. It's actually, oh, praise God. This is an inconvenience for me. This is an opportunity for me to really serve, because that's what serving is. It's not just being a blessing. It's also, it's inconvenient to be on the cross, doggone it. You know what I'm saying? That's inconvenient. Be on the cross for hours. You know what I'm saying? That's inconvenient, bro. But it's like, that's the highest level of service when it benefits you and it don't necessarily benefit me. You know, so to Carl's point, I just want to make sure we go there. And then what happens is there is a different blessing that you get. It's a different key. So that's everybody who's serving can get in the door.
There you go.
But when you serving and it's inconvenient, you get to go to and when you said that, you know what I thought? I was like, bruh, it's even so deep, man. I know we don't want to say this, bruh, but it's so deep that unless I give Dee Dee access, if she ain't with me, she can't come on those floors, bruh. I'm just being real, bruh. She's my wife. Bruh, she my wife, bruh. If I don't tell them to put her name on that thing, if she don't come when I come, she can't get in. If she lose the key, she can't go to the front desk and say, I'm Eric Thomas. You know what I'm saying? She don't have access. I go and show my ID, I can come and go as I want. So for D, I've seen us in hotels and she couldn't.
Oh, bro, let me tell you something. When we were at the Grammys, Toby and them was staying on another floor than I was staying on, and again, I get it, right? Because you like, okay, you got it, this floor, that floor. It's like, all right, I feel like, man, I got a key. This should work for.
Right.
If you trust me on the 6th floor, what difference does it? Like, I ain't gonna do no damage on the 7th floor.
Right.
So there was a floor above me. So shout out to Ted. He running the hotel. So I was able to go to who makes the keys and tell him I need a key.
But you know what's crazy though?
No.
Yeah, I want to get deep to
I gotta
that.
drive it all the way home.
Go ahead, chop it. I know where you're going.
You gotta go to who make the keys, bruh. You coming to us asking for a key. I don't own this joint.
I don't make
God
keys.
own this joint.
God own this joint.
You coming to E. Bruh, I got this idea. I need you to blow me up. I need you to, bruh. He don't make keys.
Swear I wish I could. Because you treat me like
I'm saying
do.
I had to go to Ted. He gave me one. I had to go to my man who make keys to get mine. So how am I gonna get your, like, I can't, so then you asking me to give, bruh, I didn't get it.
But we saying something, and everybody making great points, but we missing one key thing, and no pun intended, is that everybody want to go to these different floors, but you're not willing to pay the price. It costs to get on them floors.
Oh, absolutely.
It costs. Now here you are trying to, when you first was getting in the hotel, you looking at Expedia, you looking at the cheapest rooms. You seeing
That's
how
a fact.
Yeah,
They
you're
treat you different when you book on Expedia.
They treat you different. So
That's a fact.
you're looking at all these different things
That's
because
a
you're just
fact.
trying to get in the hotel.
You like, excuse me, I don't have an
you
iron
was
in my room. They
satisfied
like,
with just
Expedia.
getting in the hotel.
Hotwire.
You was just satisfied with getting in the hotel.
Oh,
But
we
it
was on
wasn't-
Hotwire heavy.
Hotwire.
Hotwire.com.
Bro, it wasn't until you start seeing that there's different levels in this
levels,
hotel.
bro.
But you was just happy initially with getting in the building.
Yeah.
But now once you understand that, once you get in the building just gets you to the lobby.
Yeah, because E-Floor got like snacks.
No.
They got a whole room with
You got
drinks.
the hospitality suite
Yeah.
where you ain't even got to go down to
Downstairs, yeah.
with everybody else. You got your
Yeah.
own, and that's 24 hours. You got the coffee.
Man.
I've been on your floor. I got the key.
They got a Peloton in that boy.
Let me tell you something.
They got
He snuck
workout
me
stuff.
up there.
Yeah.
He
It's
snuck me up
crazy,
there.
y'all. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But bro, every
Fitness
single
ball.
floor, it is a price to come along with it. And it's not the fact that, do you deserve to be on this level? Do you deserve to be on this floor? It's that a lot of times that
costs.
you're not
It
willing
costs.
to pay the price.
Yeah.
It's
We
a
all
cost.
deserve to be on
It's
it.
a cost to everything that you do in life. It's a cost.
Yeah, it's a cost to
But
eat.
a lot of times we see what you do, but I don't want to pay the price that you paid to get there. I don't want to pay the price. Yeah, I want to be slim. I want to be fit. But are you willing to pay the price of getting in the gym every single day? And having somebody kick your butt every single day in the gym? Are you willing to really pay the price of eating right every single
Apparently
day?
not.
Is that a rhetorical question?
Are you willing to pay the cost?
I just said, you feel me?
Are you willing to pay the price, dog? It's a price to, cool, 20,000 square foot house. Are you really ready to pay the price of what it costs to get in that house?
And again, I just want to say, before that, so we don't discourage you. I think it's the thing, Maul. Like, we just need to understand the process of, what I'm saying? Like, for real, it's like, before you work out, and I hear TJ say it all the time, TJ is like, I've been doing push-ups and sit-ups since I was 6 years old. He was like, if you want to get big, there's a way to do it. Like, you don't necessarily have to go to Planet Fitness. TJ like, I can show you in your living room how to get swole, how to be fit. You know what I'm saying? I can give you these bands. If you don't want to, I'm saying? It's like, there's a process. And more, once we figure it out, it's like, because for some people, the process of getting up and getting out, it might be too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to a Planet Fitness or go to a the US Fitness, 24 Fitness, whatever it is. Like, that's a lot. It's like, but bruh, you can actually do it if you want to with these bands. Or you could go get your living room table and do some stuff on your, some stretch. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the first thing, Maul, is, do I want to understand and know this thing intimately? And then am I willing to pay the price for this intimate boy? But a lot of people don't want to be intimate. It's like, when I heard your daughter's story, to me, what really warmed my heart was like, y'all missing it. the same way you into all this other stuff is you still into your daughter. Like you ain't like, I'm in the business so much or I'm in the fitness so much. You still got feelings about your grown daughter and her dating. Like that still means something to you. It's dudes, bro, they ain't met the kid yet. They ain't been in their daughter college. They don't care. Like what I saw with your face was, yo, you're still intimately involved with your daughter so much so that somebody else being intimate with her affects you. You feel me? You're not intimate about
Careful
something you
how
don't
you
care
use
about.
the intimate
language is
word.
I'm
careful.
uncomfortable with
Yeah,
your
I'm
language.
No, I didn't say-
Just say close or cool.
No.
No, don't say
No,
it.
I'm just saying.
And the way he said it, somebody being intimate with her.
No, I'm saying Maul, and I want to make sure y'all catch this part. Y'all seeing Maul lift weights, that's not it.
Yeah.
He's intimate with his health.
Yeah.
Like he's intimate, like not surface. Like he's not doing it for the weights or the structure. Maul's doing it because he wants to be as healthy as he was when he was, like Maul loves himself so much that he wants to do whatever it takes to be as healthy as he could possibly be. So I don't want y'all to miss that part. That's why I said the process. If a lot of y'all like look at me and go, I'm gonna stand on stage with you one day. You don't understand. I'm so dope on stage because I'm intimately engaged with the people in the audience. You so focused on the stage and the mic, whatever. I'm the best in the world, not because I speak the best, but the people hadn't found nobody that love and care for them the way I love and care for them. That's the part that they love about ET, not the words that are coming out of my mouth. They like, yo, bruh, I hear a lot of people speak and it sounds like they speaking for themselves or for the pub or for a career. It's like, E, we could tell you love us and you care about us. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And so I want y'all to understand when C said the key is intimate. Like that key is your key. That key go in your wallet or your pocket. It ain't in nobody else's pocket. When you open that door up, it's in your hand. When you go to your room, you putting it somewhere securely. Why? Because you need that key to get in and get out. And I don't want y'all to miss that part. A part of the process is you have to be intimate. One thing we could say, Bron is in love. Who the greatest? Bron is in love. Let me tell you something. No other human has ever played almost 20 years and been as good as they are on the 20th year as they were the 10th year or the 12th year. Ain't nobody ever pulled that off. Ain't nobody ever been as passionate and obsessed about the game as Kobe has been. Ain't nobody been no dog like MJ has been. So whatever they each have is something intimate about that game for them, that it's a life for them, and that's why they perform at the level. It's other dudes that are playing and they like the game, you feel me saying, or they like being in the NBA, but the process of the game, they don't have what those three dudes have. So I just want to let y'all know, for real, you have to decide when you first get in it, how intimate are you going to be in it? Is it a chick on the side? Is it somebody you dating but you ain't ready to marry?
Right.
Is it somebody you want to marry, somebody you want to be faithful to? Like, it's levels to this. And the outside of what we do, I'm telling y'all, man, Steve said it before. It's like, you think he just like a brand dude, and he probably does have a mind, but it's more like, yo, I'm the one that'll go to bat for this. Like, I don't have no problems being transparent. I don't have no problem shutting nobody down because he's passionate about our squad, and can't nobody get in or get out without C being at the gate. So you might look at, oh, he mean, he ain't the one that talk, he ain't the one, I don't have nothing to do with it. It's, everybody ain't getting into this. Why? Because it's intimate. Because it's not about money. Because we could have made money with a whole bunch of people, but see, like, no, I don't particularly care for that person's values, that person's system. So we're all intimate about what we do, and when you bring that together, that's why we consider the best at what we do, because we're not doing it for money. Yeah. We're doing it because this is a calling that God has given us. And with that calling, we gonna be better than a lot of people. Why? Because it's celestial. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a God thing. It ain't a money thing.
Man, I don't know where we lost Carl. He apparently he wasn't
wasn't
speaking.
waxing deep enough. Yeah.
No, that's good, man. Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping us powered up throughout this podcast, man. As always, go to Organifi.com, promo code SUCCESS, all right, and get 20% off your order. And shout out, I know I said it the pod before, but shout out to Mike Foguth.
I don't know water now.
Let me tell you something, dog. Keep some.
Wealthy people around you.
I'm just saying.
About that earlier.
Let me tell you something. Let me just when you work yourself to that top floor or a I ain't gonna say top floor, a high enough floor.
Yeah, whatever floor.
Stuff just get easier.
Yeah, it does.
So I called Mike. This is a true story. I called Mike. I'm like, hey, my brother wanted to try the A5. You know, I can't never get him to travel. My older brother. He like, yo, I want to try the A5. I'm like, I don't think you can get A5 in Lansing. I'm just being real. So I was like, let me hit Mike though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who understand that language. And nobody in Lansing really know what an A5 is. My brother, Nick, he watch all the shows. He do his cooking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he very passionate about, food and cooking and barbecue and steaks and all of that. So I was like, Mike, man, I gotta give my brother from the butcher. We'll cook it at the house and whatever. And so Mike was like, bet. He was like, I'll find it. So he found it, was like, yeah, I got it. When do you need it? I was like, well, I'll be there on Monday. So let me know. I could drive. Mike live about 45, 50 minutes from here. I'm like, I'll drive to the butcher, come get it, come back. He like, what time do you need it on Monday? I said, noon, probably I come get it or whatever. He was like, oh, don't worry about it. I have somebody bring it to you. Now, these things is not cheap, first of all. This is a...
Yeah, prime.
I mean, it could be, I'm saying it could be $200 a steak.
Yeah.
So he has somebody come here, meet me, give me the steaks, and said, oh yeah, and I got these, because I know y'all be on the podcast taking off the labels and stuff. He was like, I just got y'all your own water. So not only did they show up with the steaks, A5, they also showed up with cases. I'm not talking about like a case. I'm talking about cases of our own water. And so now we got the S2S podcast water, so we can keep ourselves branded. So shout out to Mike for that, for real. And of course, I'm like, yo, send me your Cash App. Let me. Yeah. And he like,
nah,
bruh, definitely.
Hey, I wanted to say this. I know we're wrapping it up, but maybe we can do this for the next podcast. But God put this on my heart. And for we had to be careful, even in Christianity, of listening to the culture versus reading the scriptures for ourselves.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But growing up, even though I didn't grow up in church, when I say growing up in church, I just mean when I joined it and got familiar with the doctrine, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the Bible, then there's doctrine. Those are two different things, right? This is man's interpretation or whatever. And so I was initially taught that money was evil. Like, that's what I was taught, right? But what's a funny thing about culture is like it don't have to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just people say it. Because the funny thing in church was money was like evil, but all the people who had it got perks. It's the weirdest thing. It's like we was taught it was evil, but whoever had it,
they ran the church.
Yep. So it's like, oh, okay, it's evil, but the people who got it get pub. So it's like a crazy dynamic, right? But and we can elaborate on it later. But God spoke to me the other day and he said, son, do you understand in every part of your life that the level you get to shows the level of your stewardship and development? So if you leave this earth and you're not a 7-figure, 8-figure, whatever it is God has called you to be, a thousandaire, whatever he called you to be, this is for me. God said, do you understand how gifted and talented you are? Do you understand the community that you're in? Do you understand the access to information and stuff that you have? He was like, it would be a tragedy for you not to be a billionaire. It would be like you would have let me down. Wow. I never saw money like that. Yeah. But he showed me like, yo, it's not money. It's like Carl say, got the thing. It's a measurement. It's a measurement. So when you put do your blood pressure, you put that cup around your thing, it's only measuring how you steward your body. That's all it is. It's just steward. It's just showing you if your blood pressure is high, it's showing you you're not stewarding, you're not eating the right stuff. You're eating more of this stuff than you're eating. You're not eating God's food. You're eating some artificial stuff. That's all it's showing you. Or you might be eating God's stuff and you're not eating it right. Because even fruit, you have to be careful because it's still sugar. You have to be careful how much fruit. You just can't eat fruit all day, every day. And so God said to me, there's so many measurements, son, but I need you to understand. The church taught you that money is off, it's off the scale. You feel me? Like it don't belong there. But I'm telling you, it belongs there. Because the amount of money you have will show you how you steward your gift. That's
Direct correlation.
That's a direct correlation. Your gift, so how you do your blood is showing you your organs, because somebody might not be, they could be flabby. Yeah. But when you do their blood work could be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Because certain exercise, like exercising is good for the blood, but diet is a greater indicator of what's going on inside of you than working out. But workout plays its part. You know what I'm saying? I think they say it's 80-20. So God showed me like, oh, don't get it twisted. When you get up out of here, I wrote chapter 8, I think it was, or 9 for a reason. You're a businessman. But you are not because you didn't ever want to steward that part. That's not a part. You wanted other people to, you didn't want to be responsible for that because biblically you felt like, okay. He was like, no, don't get it twisted. I never said, just because I said it's harder than, or the love of, I never said money. I never said that. I just said if your heart is evil or you going after money for an evil purpose. And so I just wanted to say that when we were talking, God had hit me with that and was like, yo, Eric, for real, every month you should look at your bank account. And if it's not 7, 8 figures, you need to figure out, just like when I went and my blood work wasn't where it was supposed to be, it was, the doctor was saying, and I bumped the doctor, I know. It was COVID, bruh. My habits changed during COVID. Like I just, way more sedentary. You know what I'm saying? I watched more TV than I ever watched in my life. I wasn't traveling and working out and stuff. I was chilling. My workouts was like, me and Didi was up to 2. I was trying to be Maul. I was up to 2, 3 in the morning.
Trying to use Marquee.
I was using Marquee, bro. I was about to use Marquee. And it was working in my marriage, you know what I'm saying? But health-wise, we weren't really doing a whole lot. And at 2 years of COVID, and I looked at my blood like, yo, I'm at 90 I'm at 100. Whoa, this ain't E. And it was like, okay, well, you're not doing this, and this. And you're not eating this, and this. And you get back to and start doing some stuff and got back, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to say to y'all, we're not going to let you off the hook on this podcast. And we're not going to tell you just money is the only thing. But if your marriage isn't right, it's something you're doing wrong. It's not marriage. You're trying to make, marriage, just the institution of marriage is whack. God created, ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't got time to work out. I don't got time. You're not managing your time properly. You get 24 hours, and some kind of way you haven't managed your time properly. So, yeah, I just want to say to everybody out there, man, like stop making excuses and stop making everybody else the bad guy or you're not where you want to be because you didn't get the hookup. No, you're not stewarding some part of your life or your gift or something. You're not stewarding it right, and that's why you see the imbalance. And if you would just start stewarding it the way that God told you to steward, you're gonna start seeing a lot more success in your life.
And you're still here. That's all I'm saying.
You can fix it.
It could start today.
Yeah.
We gotta run to the airport. Love y'all.
See you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.